Well, hello. Uh, this tape here is about the Browne family reunion that we held at Frank's house, Frank and Gay's, uh, and this is the old home place. This is the home we were all raised in, and it was really nice to see what fine shape Gay and Frank had kept the place in, and I was really pleased that they were nice enough to have the reunion at their home this year. It really did look nice. I see they even got grass in the front yard. That's something Mother tried to do for my total lifetime up there, and she was never able to do it. They've accomplished it. Every year she would plant new grass. This is a bird bath that our father and Mr. Binder, one of his co-workers, I think they each one of them made one of these things. I don't know exactly how it came about. It was some kind of a private project of theirs. Uh, they made this bird bath and one each, and also he ended up with a bench made out of Mount granite as well. This is it right here. There's a story behind each one of these things, but for the life of me, I cannot recall what it is. Possibly Mary or Monica may remember. I don't remember. But it was real nice to see all these things again and see how well the old home place looked. But on to the reunion. This is Alan Browne, John's son here, and his daughter-in-law, Lou Ann Browne, and her husband, Charlie Browne, John's other son. This is my son, Rob Browne, and his wife, Becky. He was named after my father, Robert Cannella Browne. And there is Sandy Bossler. That's Barbara's daughter. There is Sarah Jane Browne right here. That's David's daughter. In the background is Pam Curran and Jeffrey Curran, and then there's Janie looking at us now. Here's Dow Albright. This is Tom's son-in-law. That's he's married to Alice Browne. This is Betty Browne. This is Morris's wife. That's my wife, Norma Browne. This is Mary B. Sparger. She was a cock. She was our neighbor when we were growing up. And there's Morris, my brother. And my sister Mary Cohill. And David Browne, my brother. He's the entertainer. There's Morris waving at us. Here's Frank Browne, my brother. This is at his home, you see. He's talking to Monsignor Duncan, the local priest. That's Jean Gauding, and my sister-in-law, Lucy Browne, John's wife. Here comes Mary Preisinger Knobloch. She's a real clown. There's Teresa, my sister, and there's Mark's wife, Pam, and Doris Gauding, mother's neighbors. And there's Gail Spain. He's always nice enough to make a tape for us every year. There's Monsignor again. There's Alice. Here's Elizabeth Ramsden and George Ramsden. George has been adopted in our family now. This year officially. He's attended enough reading. There's my brother John Browne. And here's Peg Savage McCollum. And it's the first time the Savages showed up. And Mary Savage, that's Charles Savage's widow. Here's Ed Sparger, one of our neighbors, talking to Rex Tilly, another neighbor. This is John's mother-in-law, Mrs. Poor, and his sister-in-law in pink is Virginia Leach, John's sister-in-law. And then Inez Cox, one of our neighbors, when we were kids, his wife. And there's Alice Browne in the background, Tom's daughter. And there's Jack Toller and Catherine Midkiff Anderson. They were friends of ours when we were growing up. And here's Greg McGraw. This is Martha's husband, John's son-in-law. And there's Michael Browne. This is Frank's son. And Ronnie Durham. This is Mary's, John's daughter's husband. Michael doesn't like his picture taken. Well, here are Monica's friends, Millie Tilly, Margie Haynes. This is Monica's sister-in-law. This is Mary Mabin Midkiff, Holloman, and Helen Spain. They're all friends of Monica's, of course, and her sister-in-law, her husband Jack's sister. This is Chris and Louis Browne. This is Frankie's son and Chris and David's son Louis. Chris is entering graduate school this year, and Louis is a medical student. There's Bill and Maureen York. That's Frank's daughter and son-in-law. There's Monica Browne. She's in Charlotte. And Gloria Browne, Frankie's daughter. It's Jack Cox, one of my boyhood friends. And here's Meredith. This is Gloria's daughter, Frankie's granddaughter. And of course, Jack Cox, my boyhood friend. Very active. This is Mary Helen Albright, Tom's wife. This is Tom and Ann's first granddaughter. There's Lou Ann and Jack Leach, and Charlie Browne, and Monica Browne. And here's Kelly. This is Sean's girlfriend. We expect news out of them this year, we hope. There's my friend Warren Dowdy and Tom. There's Patrick in the background. Here comes John. And there's Teresa. And there's Richard, Tom's son. And there's Ann with Mary Helen. She was named after her two grandmothers, Mary Alice Browne and Helen Cannell. And there's Jack Toller, Jack Cox, and James Buttercox. Howdy. Listen to the music. Hey, Sandy. Okay, Pam, I got you.
Okay, Mary, take over.
I haven't heard Boll Weevil yet, David.
She knows how to get Irish songs.
David,
Where's George?
Hey, David.
Let's have George
Now you may think that there ain't no more. Now you may think that there ain't no more. That there ain't no more. Well, there ain't, but there is. She's mine. I wonder why she like her. Got some of that chocolate too.
She bought you all.
You better leave her alone. Don't you know that?
Do you remember I'm talking about that Holy Family Church on TV in Chicago, and they said that it was going to be torn down, they had raised $2 million and all that. Back when that, of course, you know, he wanted to do that.
There was Mary Durham and her son Michael. And there's Gail Spain waving at me. There's Dave Robertson, the blue shirt. There's Gabe Browne, Frankie's wife, and Frank, of course. There's my friend Warren Dowdy. Talking to Rex Tilley, a friend of the friends. In the background is Dave Robertson. This is Darcy's husband, the blue shirt on. There's Tom with his back to us. James Cox, one of our neighbors.
He was a federal marshal.
There's Morris. And here is John's grandson, Andrew Robertson.
Oh, well, she's 6 horses. She'll be driving. grandma when she comes. Oh no, she'll have to sleep with grandma when she comes. Oh no, she'll have to sleep with grandma when she'll have to sleep with grandma when she'll have to sleep with grandma when she comes. Oh no, yum yum. Hi, babe. Back to be wearing red pajamas when she comes. She'll be wearing red pajamas when she comes. She'll be wearing red pajamas. She'll be wearing red pajamas. She'll be wearing red pajamas when she comes. Oh no! Hi, babe. Oh, we'll have a big party when she comes. Yee-haw! Oh, we'll have a big party when she comes. Yee-haw! Oh, she'll have a big party. Oh, we'll have a big party. Oh, we'll have a big party when she comes. Yee-haw! Scratch, scratch. Oh, no. Hi, baby.
One more time.
Well, that was Andrew Robertson. This is John's grandson. Now, we have officially adopted George Ramsden here as a Browne. Of course, Elizabeth's always been a cousin. And of course, that's Lucy, John's wife. There's Michael Browne talking to Ronnie Durham. There goes Tom. There goes John's mother-in-law, Mrs. Poore, and his daughter, Mary Browne Durham. This is John's daughter and mother-in-law, of course. There's Ronnie Durham in the background.
It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a coffee chicken. It's made with the feathers, more than that. It's old and kids, four hand dog, they can be stuck on the shed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. Well, I'm not through yet. Well, I love my mom, I love my pa, I love Granny, Grandpa too. I've been fishing with my cousins, wrestling my uncle, and even kissed ain't but it had to make a choice, I guess it all be said. I traded them all plus a girl down the road for Grandma's feather bed. It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a handy chicken. It's made with the madness for the lefties, to the for the dick. It holds 8 kids and 4 hound dogs, and we stole the shed. Didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed.
Right. Hey, Dave, you need a mention? I mean,
Well, I hope everyone got all those names right now. There's going to be a test in the morning, and I expect everybody to make 100. Seriously, if I've overlooked anyone, I sincerely apologize. It was definitely not intentional. But I wanted to thank everyone for coming, particularly our cousins who came from so far, all the way from New England. Peg Savage McCullum, her sister-in-law, Mary Savage, this is Charles's widow, and of course, Elizabeth and George Ramsden. We adopted George into the Browne family this year, and of course, Elizabeth's always been our cousin. These are from our father's side of the family, and for the first time, from the Wilt side of the family, Aunt Frances and Uncle Lou's grandchildren, Sandy Bosler and Pam and Jeffrey Carone, Dottie's two kids, and of course Sandy is Barbara's child. And at any rate, I want to thank everybody for coming, and many thanks to Gay and Frank for being such wonderful hosts, and hope to see everyone next year. Mama, are you still watching the party tape? Can we stop doing that and do something else for a change?
No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I just love these remote controls.